Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Daniel here from Golden Finds, and we have an extra special guest. Many of you already know who this is, but for those of you who are new to my channel,
And Bella.
this is, yes, Bella is in between us. She is laying down. But for many of you who may be new to the channel, who may not know, this is my husband, and his name is Joe, and we've been together for like forever.
Over a decade.
Yes, surprisingly. So today's video is going to be specifically an estate sale haul. I had the chance to visit an estate sale. I know that I have always said that estate sales are part of the Golden Finds library of videos that I bring to you, and I know that it's been super forever that I have not brought a video out specifically for an estate sale, but unfortunately there's just something about estate sales that makes it super difficult for me now to film. This estate sale in itself alone was just horrendous. It would have been super difficult to film and grab items. If you have gone to an estate sale, then you know the turmoil that it is with having to rush and beat other people to get items. And what makes it very special about this estate sale is that it was $1 on the last day. So every single item that was left in the house was $1. We're talking about home decor, holiday decor, couches for $1, kitchen tables with chairs for $1, not $1 each, $1 for the entire set. Bookcases, you name it, everything, price for $1. And even at that point, it wasn't even $1, right? Because
no, they were bulking.
They were bulk pricing the items that you brought up to the register. So it was an absolute chaos, but it was fun. I did manage to grab up over 20 items because I counted it, and it would have been $20. But again, we bulked everything alongside my husband's items, and we got everything for how much? 35?
35. So your share was 15. Mine was 20. He said 25. And then he said 15 for Daniel. So it should have been 40. But I think his math skills were kind of off. So he charged 35. I actually ended up walking away with 39 pieces.
Wow.
So we essentially got 59 pieces that should have been $1 for $35.
Exactly. So it's absolutely insane. And I have actually, were the bears that you brought me part of that estate sale? Or
Yeah.
a separate one?
So the plaid one was part of that estate sale. That one, I think.
So I have shown you guys some of the bears, but I think he got them from 2 different estate sales that he went to on a separate day. Not when we were together. But I'm so excited to have you guys come along, and I'm going to share the haul later, but I wanted to go ahead and have my husband give you guys a little bit of information as to how this estate sale was, and just some questions that I'm going to ask him, and he's going to share his experience here with us. So I do hope that you guys enjoy this video. I know that many of you remember him from Hubby Reacts, which is definitely a overdue video that I hope to bring soon back. I know that many of you requested. You truly enjoy my husband being on here. And let's go ahead and start talking a little bit more about the estate sale and what it actually entailed. So to give you guys a little bit of information about this estate sale, I really don't know as far as like anything family related, if it was like someone who had passed away. Did you find out, or did they say anything? Or no. So it just seems like it was an avid collector. This estate sale was here in California in the city of Orange. Mm-hmm. And it was a total of 4 days that the estate sale was taking place. So it started on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then it concluded on a Sunday, which the Sunday was the dollar sale. Mm-hmm. First day was full price, everything, right?
Everything was, well, not really. So I went to the States on the first day. Mm-hmm. I kid you not, so you were supposed to text the night before,
right?
At 8 a.m. I'm waking up early because now I have like this workout routine that I'm doing. So I was able to text them, got on the list. I think I texted at like 8:02. The list opened at 8:02, and then I managed to end up on like number 55. I set up myself and my friend who's doing this like morning routine with me. So we ended up being number 55. When we pull up, I think there was like at least 150 people. It was kind of nuts. So we pulled up. We had to park like 2 neighborhoods away. It was pretty insane. Once we got there, we were number 55. So I think they let like the first 25 people in, and then the second batch and whatnot. It was pretty overwhelming. It was there was a lot. There was a lot. There was a lot of people. There was a lot of stuff.
What made it? So what made it be very populous? Like, why was this estate sale specifically so full?
I think they just had a lot of everything. So, like, there was a lot of everything.
What were some of the items that you were coming across?
Well, I specifically went to like the holiday stuff. So there was like two full rooms of literally just Christmas.
Yes.
There was like these tall trash bin cans that had like plushes, and they had all kinds of just like fabric Christmas stuff.
Yes.
Then there was like the wooden Christmas stuff. There was the ornaments. There was the village houses. A ton of Department 56. Just a ton of
lots of Disney ornaments. Yeah. Santas. Vintage pieces, and then they had Halloween.
They had Halloween
with Easter, 4th of July.
4th of July, and they had these like beautiful wooden pumpkins that go like in the front yard. Those were pretty expensive, I thought. They had a mini bar that had a ton of crystal and just glass stuff.
Lots of stuff, you guys.
The master bedroom had tons of linens. Tons of linens.
Clothing.
They had like crocheted blankets. They had
clothing.
They had clothing. They had tons of shoes.
Books. It just everything. Everything imaginable that you could think of in an estate sale. Now, this definitely was the home of an avid collector. I would say that they had tons and tons and tons of things, like overstock of everything. And they had some really good brand stuff, some vintage stuff. So as one can imagine, these type of sales, especially these type of estate sales, are just the ones that you have to be very mentally prepared, because you have to go early, you have to make sure you read up the rules, if they accepted cash, which they took cash, they took card, and just be ready, because it was very, very competitive, right? You would say?
Yeah, there was definitely people who like planked themselves on the floor and just kind of like scooched everything towards them, and then they were just kind of like picking out, and there was so many people, and the rooms were not tiny, but they were on the smaller side. So it was just really tough to like even try to get in, because then you'd feel like you're hovering over someone. That's like not nice.
So it was mostly, I mean, I think it would kind of be safe to say that it was a digger's sale. Sort of.
It was because they had like tables with all like the big stuff, like the stuff that you would probably want, the stuff that was photographed and was depicted on the estate sale website.
More of the expensive stuff, maybe?
No, because they had stuff like if you dug, you found stuff, and so they had these bins where you just like pull everything up and you can dig out things. Like I said, it was very, very overwhelming. My friend is an avid estate sale shopper. She was living her best life, but I was a little bit overwhelmed. I even told her, I said, Daniel would have walked in and walked out. Maybe he probably wouldn't have even walked in.
Definitely looking at the lines, that's one of the things that really draws me back from really doing estate sales anymore. It's because of that reason. Especially if I do come in with the mentality that I'm going to be filming, it's just going to make it super duper difficult for me to do that when I have to be paying attention as to what items there are. Again, you know, in the thrift store, you have more control. There's wide aisles. You have a shopping cart. You don't have a lot of people in one place at one time. Whereas an estate sale, usually, especially for this sale that was a freaking $1, like, you have the whole world coming to grab almost everything.
But I don't think that's... Well, on the first day, and nothing was $1.
The last day, it's like...
But even then, there wasn't a lot of people, I don't think.
Like, yeah, there was. There were rude people. There were people that were upset because they were blocking the hallways. And it was just... Because, come on, if you think about it, everything in that house was $1.
$1.
If you can imagine...
It was literally everything.
Where can you get a table? It was a natural wood, old school table with how many chairs? 6, maybe?
6. It was a beautiful dining
table.
It was this round dining table, super sturdy, well crafted, well taken care of.
$1.
And I think the table itself was $1, and then you had to buy like the 6 chairs. And
was it?
Because the chairs were priced alone at $100, and then the table was like.
Well, even then, that's still a bargain.
And then it had like the extender. It was beautiful. Right. They had this like green kind of like corduroy couch that was in pretty good condition. They had another plaid couch and like like recliner. They had 2 leather recliners. So I was talking to like a woman around there, and I said, "You need to take all this because with $10, you can literally furnish your kitchen and
or flip it."
Yeah. So she did say she didn't have storage, and so I told her we can always post it on Marketplace and just sell it.
And I got to see Christine. Hi, Christine, if you are watching. So it was just overwhelming. Because, I mean, I went on the very last day, the dollar sale, and I was overwhelmed. So I can't even imagine how it was on the very, very first day with your, like, shoulder to shoulder with people.
It was a lot of body rubbing, for sure. Like, as you were coming up and going down the stairs, and then...
It was a 2-story house.
And then at the base of the stairs, that's where they were charging. So, like, there's, like, massive line you're trying to get through. You have stuff. A lot of people had, like, these crates with them. And they're literally walking like this with the crate. So, it was kind of annoying. Yeah. I was so overwhelmed, I lost my glasses. Like, these glasses that I'm wearing, I lost them. I remember I had, like, this flannel. I put them on my pocket. And then... I was talking to someone. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. So I took them off and threw them over my bag. Totally forgot my glasses were there. Then I get to the car and I couldn't see anything. But I didn't put one and one together. So I actually went back on Saturday. So this is Thursday. I went back on Saturday to try to find my glasses. Talked to one of the gentlemen. And he said, oh yeah, I found some glasses on the floor. He helped me look for them and told me, yes, those are it. And that's when I told Danny, I said, there's so much stuff in this house. And I felt like people were buying so much stuff, yet there was still a lot of stuff. Left. And I was telling him that they weren't really promoting the dollar sale. I think for you to know, you would have to have read the description. The
description in the estatesales.net app.
But I feel like the majority of people don't do that. Like, I wouldn't do that. So I knew because, like I said, my friend's an avid estate sale shopper. They know her. So I kind of like drop named a little bit just so that I could get a better deal. But it worked. It worked because we got a better deal. I feel
like they were doing that with everyone.
But they weren't telling everyone about the dollar sale.
But it is in the estate sale website.
Yes, it is on the estate sale website. But I don't think, because I feel like there should have been more people. And there wasn't. Because when we got there must have been, what, like 25? Maybe
no,
20?
More than 25.
No, like in front of us.
Oh, maybe like 20 people, maybe.
Yeah, like 20 people in front of us, and we got there 10 minutes prior to the door opening. 15?
At least 20.
So, and the line wasn't like that insane.
No, it wasn't too bad.
But they did clear out most of the stuff.
They did. So just to quickly wrap up the experience, is there anything that you feel that we walked away from that we would have loved to have had? I went in with the intention of just getting holiday decor, so I started right away in the Christmas, which I thought right away that people were going to go there first, but there really wasn't anyone. And I just started grabbing stuff, putting it into my IKEA bag. Those IKEA blue bags are perfect for estate sales. And I feel like I went through everything that was in the Christmas rooms, and then I also made my way to the garage where the Halloween was. And I had to kind of decide for myself, like, is it worth it, even if it's just $1? Like, you don't also want to start grabbing stuff just because it is $1. Unless you are a reseller, then this sale definitely would have benefited you in that way, where you could purchase these items for $1 and resell them for more. But I just didn't really see anything over the top that I'm like, I wish we would have brought home, because either we don't have enough room, or just, was there really any need for it? Maybe that dining table, but... Yeah,
the dining table was nice. No, I don't... Well, there was, like, definitely patio furniture that I thought was nice.
Oh, I see. I didn't even make it into the patio.
I felt like the folks who were there for the dollar sale literally went for, like, the big items, because I know a lot of guys were getting, like, the big tools, like a power saw, weed eaters, and whatever else they had. And then I did see a lot of people go for, like, the planters, like the ceramic planters. Yeah, the pots, the clay ones. A lot of patio furniture. Patio furniture is really expensive, so if you can score it for $1,
especially
they were going for like, because there was stuff there that was priced pretty expensive, like your horse. I think they wanted $72.
And you guys will see it in the haul. I couldn't believe that they were asking for that price, but no one had even taken it. So I think someone was trying to keep it for themselves.
Yeah, so I think one of the organizers was keeping it for himself. Again, I feel like the name dropping kind of helped, and so I asked if it was someone's that was claimed, and then he ended up saying he didn't want it. So
yeah,
Daniel took it.
It worked on my favor. You guys will see it in the haul. But it kind of ignited my thirst again for like estate sales. It really like gave me so much excitement to like try and go again. Because of the fact that it was that dollar sale, it made it super exciting. But I want to try and dip my feet again into estate sales. But I think I want to try and just go on the last day. I've spoken to a few of you here in the comments, and you say that the last day is definitely the best because that is usually when an estate sale has the best pricing. But then you get to miss out on a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, because
you don't make it on the first day.
I feel like all those bears that I got, you wouldn't have found them had I not gone to on the first day.
Yeah, that's true. There weren't any left.
There weren't.
Yeah.
So I think if there's something, like if you're on estatesales.net, and if there's something you really, really, really want,
right,
then I think you should go and grab it. If, like, whatever we got is stuff that I didn't really need. It was just, like, nice to have. Mm-hmm. But if you want something, you should probably go on the first day and just bite the bullet or try to negotiate because...
Did you find that there?
No, I found this at where I found the sugar.
Oh, that was another estate sale.
This is like
we went to a few estate sales. I couldn't go.
Oh, vintage Winnie the Pooh, like 90s Disney t-shirt. That's where I found the sugar fruit tree. I found some other stuff. I don't remember. Yeah. But yeah, so I would say you should go on the first day. The last day is going to be kind of like whatever.
You just have to kind of be mentally prepared. Again, like for someone like me who suffers from anxiety, going on the first day when it's like literally a rush to get in is probably not the best in my scenario because I get overwhelmed easily. So it just really depends on the type of person that you are, but they're definitely worth it.
I'm really cheap, so I like going on the last day.
Yeah.
Because I like to get the best bang for my buck.
Me too, because then I feel like I save a lot of things that I know they're going to end up either donating or throwing away.
And also, you can score like some, depending on the estate sale, you can score some stuff. Like we've been to estate sales on the last day where they literally tell us come back at 2 and take whatever you want for free.
Oh yeah, that's true.
To his point, there's stuff in my garage that I probably picked up for free and I'm probably had no intention of selling it, don't need it, so it's probably just going to get donated at some point. Then there's also like the dollar sales, right? We were at a estate sale in Whittier and someone, remember those bookshelves? They were
oh yeah, that lady that was loading them into the car.
Not Thomasville.
They were an expensive brand.
Yeah, it was a really expensive brand. When I looked them up, they were like $700 each, and the woman bought them for $1.
Yep.
$1 each.
Yep.
I forgot the brand.
So they're definitely worth it. Estate sales are super fun. They are thrilling, but they have definitely become more competitive as time has come. Like, it's super hard, to get good stuff in there unless you're right at the beginning. If there's a list to sign up, which you should also do your diligence and researching the estate sale before you go. If there is a sign-up sheet or something like that, you just have to be very dedicated, wake up super early, and just be ready.
Make sure you check the forms of payment because
exactly
for where I found this, which was only like $2, they only took cash. And I offered Zelle and they said no. It was like an older couple. So that's huge. And I will say, like, even though I do enjoy thrifting, I prefer shopping at estate sales because I find that...
You do?
I just find that a lot of the things are cleaner. Because I feel like it was in use. So most of the time, like, people are...
Not necessarily, though.
No.
A lot of stuff is... very worn or just dirty or has been collecting dust in the garage. So it's pretty much the same.
I don't know. I just feel like it's watch.
So that is just a quick, chat that I wanted to have you guys with alongside my husband to give you his perspective on this estate sale. I absolutely had a great time. I did pick up some goodies that I cannot wait to share with you guys right now in the haul, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm going to share all the items that I picked up. Again, we got all this stuff bulked, so it's going to be really hard. I want you guys to not have that mentality of like, well, everything was $1. No, it wasn't, because literally everything was bulked together, and he just gave us
like 80 cents a piece.
Around there, probably, right? So it was super amazing. We know this estate sale company. I don't know if they do this all the time, if they do dollar estate sales at the last day, but we have gone to this estate sale company before previously, and they're wonderful. But I loved it. Again, it reignited my passion for estate sales. Maybe I will go ahead and start doing more of them as the new year comes. I know that he loves doing them. He'd rather do that versus thrifting. So I definitely want to start doing that more heading into 2026. So that'll be exciting to do again. I've always pushed it on my channel here because it was a very important part of my videos. But again, it took a backseat because just the anxiety of it got to me, but I'll slowly start doing them again as we head into the next year. But thank you so much for hubby for tuning in and having your input on this estate sale that was super crazy, but definitely super worth it, right?
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm asking if it's super worth it.
I don't know. I spent money, so.
With you, it's always about spending money, whether it's too much or spending it at all. You just don't like spending money. That's the gist of it.
I don't.
Right. I'm pretty sure many of you missed the banter between us when we did Hubby Reacts. The bitch will be coming back soon as well, if he wasn't so busy all the time. So we finally had some time to catch him on the camera so I could finally get this video done and I can share the haul. So thank you for putting your input. Did you have any closing remarks?
No. Go out and estate sale shop.
Yes, go out to your local estate sales.
On last day.
Definitely check the estatesales.net website. It's also an app on the phone. It's not sponsored, but you can download the app on your phone and it will give you all of the estate sales that are occurring near your zip code. You punch it in and it will give you a radius of the estate sales happening around your city. They're super fun and to visit. Again, you're walking into a time capsule. You basically are going into someone's home, so definitely have a lot of respect. Some of them may have passed, some of them may not. They might be relocating, but you can find a lot of information on the app, payment methods, any rules, if there's a sign-up sheet on the day before or how their things work, and just get a glimpse of the items. Some of the items, because they don't really upload every single item that's in the estate sale, because that would be insane. To take every single picture, it would take them forever to upload everything. So it gives you like an idea of what they have. So definitely check out that website so you can try an estate sale for yourself.
And you'd be surprised, they have estate sales on the most random days. I thought it was only Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, but my friend Erica checked this morning because she wanted to go to one, and they actually had one. I was wearing today and tomorrow. It might be like a fluke because of Thanksgiving,
no,
but
they might be doing it because of Thanksgiving this week.
So
instead of waiting for the holiday, because no one's gonna want to go on a Friday right after Thanksgiving. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the haul. So we have a lot of goodies to go through, so let's go ahead and get started. So the very first thing that we mentioned in the video, my husband and I, was like the rocking horse. I couldn't believe it. We were getting ready to check out and there it was. Now it was behind the registers, so Joe and I automatically assumed it's on hold for somebody or it's back there because it's a very high priced item, even though everything was $1 for the last day. There must have been a specific reason, So Joe went ahead and asked, is that someone's horse or is it for sale? And the guy kind of looked at it. I think he was trying to maybe keep it for himself. But he ended up selling it to us for only $1. You guys, they had this priced at $74. Now, I did try to look up the information on this horse and I couldn't find anything really except that one is reselling. But as far as the maker or anything like that, I couldn't find anything. It is made in Spain. It still has its original tag from wherever it was from. It has a reference number and it says that it was made in Spain and it was at one point $105. How much they were charging for this. I couldn't believe it. It's absolutely gorgeous, so perfect for Christmas, and I just couldn't believe it for $1. Now, just as a quick reminder, a lot of these items, again, we just bulked everything together. Joe, what he was gonna buy and what I was gonna buy, and they gave us like a bulk price. So it comes out to maybe some cents and not a full dollar. But this is the next item. I got a couple of these vintage stockings. Now, they did have actually a lot of them, but I only went for a few because I already have some myself. I love the embroidery on here. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is simple, no design on it. And then the tip of the stocking, it has these beautiful bright colors for Christmas. Then I also got this one. This one has an actual design on there. It's a Christmas wreath and it says Noel. And then this is the bottom right here. And then last but not least, this one is like so thick in material. It feels quite heavy. And just it has this beautiful green and white detail. And then the tip has the red and green. Then this one also has a pom-pom right here. And this is how it looks at the very top. So these were absolutely fabulous. I love vintage stockings like that. Now, the only bear that I got, Joe has already brought me like so many bears, but this one was waiting for me. And this one was priced at $12 is how much they were asking for. And it's this awesome bear. I love this bow and it's a corduroy material, which is fabulous. Now, there are no tags on it, so I'm not quite sure if the owner might have made them because this house had a lot of bears or if this was from a store. But I just thought this was absolutely so adorable. Just look at that. How cute is this? So that made it home with me. Then we have another bear actually that I forgot I grabbed. I also bought this one and this is Paddington. They were asking $12 for this one. I love that he has a little Christmas scarf. And this one has its original tag from the brand Eden. It was from Granny's Country Store and it was $13.95. And I believe this is from the 80s. Yes, from 1987. And he has his coat. Super adorable. Really loved it. He still has his original tag right here. Love it. Super cool. I couldn't believe all of these goodies were still left over in the dollar sale. Then this one was priced originally for $8. And it's like this Santa doll made out of this tough fabric. It almost feels like they put Mod Podge on it because it just feels really thick. But it's just a simple, cute Santa. Very cottagecore. Love that. Then I got this other Santa. Has a lot of jingle bells. He looks familiar. I feel like I've seen him before at the thrift store. He has that face we've seen before. Just a cute little ornament. I don't think he has a tag. No, I don't see a tag anywhere on here. Then this one, my gosh, is quite heavy. I was shocked that it was still there. So this is a metal Santa. And I thought at one point that maybe it was like a coin bank, but I don't see a slot for the coins to go in. So it was $28 and no one was grabbing it. I was amazed. So I grabbed it for myself, of course. So here it is. And it's actually from the brand of Midwest of Cannon Falls. It was originally priced at $50 wherever it was originally from. But look at how fabulous this looks. I know that the lighting is going in and out of my camera, you guys. I'm sorry. It's getting dark here and my phone is adjusting to the lighting in the room. Then I picked up these as well. These are just little wall art pieces. They were $5.99 at one point. I really love the images on here. This one is a snowman. Then we have this one of a Christmas tree. And I believe I have a third one somewhere in the bag. Let me see if I can pull it out. Here it is. This one is, I believe, a wreath. Yes, and these were priced at $4 originally. And this is the wreath. And I can't really... Okay, it says Arnie Fisk is the artist of that. Then this is so interesting. So these I had seen at the thrift store. You all saw them in a Thrift With Me session. I found a bunch of these and they're meant to be hanged like ornaments. And it's a Christmas bulb ornament by Department 56. This is an older piece. I really wish that I could have found the rest of the colors. They have red, they have blue, and other colors. And it's just glass. It's a glass ornament that you hang, and it looks super adorable. I had to grab it. It was the only one there, so I'm just like, you know what? Let's just bring it home. I didn't want to leave it behind. Then the only Disney ornament. So I decided that I'm actually going to start collecting Disney ornaments. And I'm talking about the ones from Hallmark. So I did find this one, Hallmark keepsake of Pocahontas and Captain John Smith. And this is from... So it's a Walt Disney Company, but is there a year? Usually there's a year on these, but I am not finding it right now. But anyway, it is definitely probably an older piece. And it was the only one left. Joe says that the house had so many Disney ornaments. And I did find the box of empty boxes, which I don't understand. Whoever, I don't know, they took them all out of their box, but literally they left the boxes, which... didn't make sense to me, but as this was the only one that I found, and I'm so happy that I found this. I love Pocahontas, and it's the first one in my collection. I'm going to start collecting these Disney Hallmark ornaments, especially the ones that are vintage, because I want to build a Christmas tree of Disney ornaments for my future child. I think I want to start collecting them so that way when our children are of age, they're able to decorate the tree with us using these ornaments. So that is something very special that I'm going to start doing. I also found this bell right here. Just this beautiful ceramic bell. Very simple. Love that it has this beautiful plaid bow and those glass ornament balls on there. Again, just a regular bell. Super cute. Perfect for my decor right now in the hutch. Now, the only Halloween that I managed to grab or that I wanted to grab were these little ceramic pumpkins. You all know how much I love pumpkins. These do have a few chips in the lid, but it didn't matter to me. So I picked up this, and I have two of these. I'm only going to show you one because they are the same face, literally the same face, so... There were a few Christmas mugs, but this was the only one that I ultimately picked up. And it says, the warmth of Christmas is friendship. And it has this really cute snowman with a bear. And then on the other side is this one, this image right here. So yeah, both sides say the same thing. And then this side has the bears in the sleigh. Super cute. I couldn't leave it behind. It's from Ragamuffins, 1989. Potpourri press made in Korea. So that is a definite vintage find. And then we have just two more items, you guys, and the haul will be complete. Now this one was priced originally at $14. They were trying to sell it for $14, and this is just beautiful. I'm not quite sure if it might be a hobbyist piece because there is a signature at the bottom. Whoever did this, it's marked 1981, and they did a very fabulous job. I'm thinking it might have been the owners, or maybe they bought it like this. It says hand chalked by the Capizzis. I think that's supposed to be the family's last name. I don't know if it's theirs or if they got it from someone as a gift. And I just think it's absolutely fabulous. I love picking up pieces like this, especially the ones that are like hobbyist pieces. Here in the bottom, you can see the information. They put it on there in the bottom. And I just think they're super special. Like pieces like this, they were crafted with such love, and now it's part of our collection. So I was super thrilled to bring it home. Now the last thing that I found was in the garage with the Halloween. They did have a few things of 4th of July, but I did manage to only find one thing that really interested me. And it was a collection of 4 ceramic salad or dessert plates. by Brandon House. So many of you have seen the collections that Brandon House does. It kind of looks like this, or it kind of looks like very cottagey like this, or primitive, kind of like primitive drawings of like old America or something like that, I believe. I've shown you guys plates like that I found at Goodwill. So here are the 4 plates. I'm not going to take them out of the box, but it just basically has these different designs right here. And it's the birthday flag, the freedom flag, the circle of life flag, and the new millennium flag. So I just thought, you know what, for $1, like, are you kidding me? I'm not going to use these for food consumption. They're strictly just for decor. So they're perfect for the 4th of July. So that is it, you guys, for this estate sale haul. I do hope that you enjoyed the video and the chit chat that also accompanied this video with my husband. As always, let me know in the comments down below if there's anything that you saw from the haul that you would have picked up for yourself at an estate sale, or let me know if you've gone to an estate sale. I would love to hear your thoughts, your experiences as well. If you're experienced from past estate sales, I would love to hear them. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I hope that you consider subscribing. It's absolutely free. And I will catch you guys on our next adventure here on Golden Finds. Bye, guys.